Well, it's been over a year since the last time we saw the GCU Lopes men's soccer team play here at the GCU Soccer Stadium, and they are ready to get back to the form they had when they qualified for the 2018 NCAA tournament. And I'm Kyle Borg alongside Cheyenne Rose for this one as the Lopes take on the Huskies of Houston Baptist University. But before we get started, let's go ahead, send you down to Jim Howell in the field for the prayer anthem and the Talking Stick Resort starting lineups.
Midfielder number 2, Isai Easley. Forward number 7, Marco Alfonso. Midfielder number 10, Hugo Logan. Midfielder number 13, Justin Rasmussen. Defender number 20, Alejandro Fernandez Alque. Midfielder number 22, Will Clark. Midfielder number 23, Georg Bionasa. Midfielder number 25, Mario Sandreo. Defender number 32, Ariel Agua. Forward number 33, Maximilian Moeller. And in goal tonight for your Lopes, number 1, George Tasouris. The head coach for your Lopes is Shellis Heineman. Associate head coach Tim McClemens. Assistant coaches Vlastimir Davidovich and Daniel Sherbanier. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you now to please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, also please remove your hats or caps. We begin tonight with a word of prayer. Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you. We thank you for the blessings and the challenges that you bring to us each and every day, and we thank you for the chance to come together for this blessed event. We thank you for the safe passage that you have provided our teams, our coaches, our officials, and our fans, and we ask for safe passage home. We ask that you bring out the supreme talents in all of these great individuals and the supreme knowledge of the coaches and officials. And we also ask that all of it be in the bounds of good sportsmanship and all of it for your glory. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain standing and join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Let's go ahead and we will recap those starting lineups brought to you by Talking Stick Resort.
Officials for
First, for the visiting
game,
0-1-1 Huskies
Castillejo,
of Houston
Rob
Baptist,
Homer,
who are
Richard
0-1 in
Ranalini,
Western Athletic Conference
and
play.
our referee tonight,
Number 3,
Joe Pickens.
Felipe Latorre. Number 4, Sebastian Cochran. Number 5, Diego Aguilar Cubero. Number 7, Alex Reyes. Number 8, and the captain, Luis Poblacion. Number 10, and the other captain, Gianluca Natera. Number 13, Elijah Lee. Number 17, Brian Farcarlin. And number 23, Nick Coburn. The Huskies of Houston Baptist in the road blues with the blue shorts and the blue socks with white numbers on the front and the back. And now your Talking Stick Resort starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University Lopes, who are in the home white pinstripe jerseys with purple shorts, white socks. They go as follows. Number 2, Isai Easley. Number 7, Marco Alfonso. Number 10, Hugo Logan. Number 13, Justin Rasmussen. Number 20, Alejandro Fernandez Alcade. Number 23, Georg Bjornsson. And number 25, Marios Andreu. 32, Ariel Aguas. And rounding out the order, number 33, Maximilian Moeller. The goalkeepers for tonight's matchup. First, for the Houston Baptist Huskies, is number 1, J.P. Becerra, the sophomore from El Paso, Texas, who stands at 6 feet 1 inch. He started both games for the Huskies of Houston Baptist. He's allowed 3 goals. He's given up 1.35 goals a game with 4 saves and a 57% save percentage. He is 0-1-1 on the season. And for your Lopes, the redshirt junior from Cyprus, the 6'1", George Tesor Reese. He started all 17 games a season ago. He was an all-WAC honorable mention. Gave up 1.44 goals a game while saving the ball at 69%. He allowed 4 goals and had 1 save in this matchup a season ago. And last year he was 4-9-4 on the season, as were the Lopes. Cheyenne, this is the Lopes' first game of the season after having their first 2 games postponed. And they are led by the head man and the Hall of Famer, Shellis Hindman, who is 503, 167, and 60 on his long, historic coaching career. Not in the building tonight due to COVID-19 protocols, and the man leading the Lopes will be Tim McClements, the first-year associate head coach for GCU. So it looks like it will be the Lopes and Maximilian Moeller, the freshman from Germany who stands at 6'3". He will get things going for your Grand Canyon Lopes to start us off here in the 2021 season opener for Grand Canyon. Referee checks his watch, blows the whistle. We are underway, and it's to the captain, Isai Easley. Cheyenne, how can the Lopes get off to a hot start and take a get their first win on the season with the Sanderson Ford? 3 keys to the game.
Well, the first key is bringing the heat. As you mentioned, Kyle, the Lopes had their first 2 games canceled due to COVID-19 protocols. So while the Lopes were able to have a few exhibition matches, this is game number 1 in WAC play, so they need to come out fast and hot and take those opportunities when they can, and which brings us into taking opportunities as key number 2. This is game number 1 for the Lopes and number 2 for the Huskies after their loss to Seattle. So the Lopes are coming into WAC play with a fresh start and need to take advantage with having this fresh start where the Huskies already are coming off of a loss. And then key number 3 is a strong lead. The Lopes lead the Huskies with a 5-2 conference record in this matchup overall. So the Lopes will want to add that win column, add a win into their, not only their WAC win column, but also in their overall wins against Houston.
Lopes have held possession for a good first part of the first opening minute here so far today. Houston Baptist takes over, but quickly turns it over. That's Will Clark in the middle. Moeller back for Logan. Logan looking for Rasmussen, but the flag is up, and Rasmussen a little too eager to get his senior campaign going. The pride of Las Vegas, Nevada, and Bishop Gorman High School in his 4th season as a Lope. He is the returning leading goal scorer from a season ago. He scored 6 in his junior campaign and will look to have that same effect as he did a season ago. Here's Moeller. Moeller has a go, and it's right at Becerra, and he will get his first stop of the ball game for JP Becerra. Give him a save and give the freshman his first shot for the Lopes. Last season's matchup was a 4-3 overtime victory for the Huskies of Houston Baptist University here at the GCU Soccer Stadium on a heartbreaking penalty kick just before the overtime whistle to send it to overtime number 2. You'll remember the Lopes down 3-2 with about 2 or 3 minutes to go, and it was Cameron Weller who scored his only goal of last season to send that game to overtime. He's dressed on the bench tonight, so you know he'd like a repeat performance of that with the Huskies now pressuring, and it gets to Aguas here on the near side. This will go to 23. That's Georg Bjornsson, the Iceland native from Reykjavik, Iceland, freshman midfielder for the Lopes. A couple of new faces in this starting lineup, including a couple of new faces that didn't get to play last season. That's Marco Alfonso making his return. He's on the far side wearing number 7. Missed all last season due to injury, and now here is Marco Alfonso in that far corner. He'll send one in. Looking to find Rasmussen. Bjornsson lets it bounce. Logan with the header. And it's been all Lopes early on here through the first 3.5 minutes, but here comes the counter from Houston Baptist. Looking to make a move was Farcarlin, but it's turned over. Rasmussen tripped over the ball, couldn't get it done. Lopes get it back. Here's Andreu in the middle for Logan. To Clark. Logan wants it back. He's going to get it. Foot race to the corner. Gets it, and the first corner kick of the season for Grand Canyon coming up. Had 89 a season ago. It's going to be Rasmussen to take. Rasmussen off that left foot to the back post, but it's headed down and out of play. Goal kick coming for Becerra and the Huskies of Houston Baptist. Entering today 1-1 on the season, or 1-1, excuse me, on the season. 0-1 in WAC play. Haven't scored yet this season and have conceded 3 goals. All 3 of those goals came last week on the 13th at home against Seattle. The WAC preseason favorite, Seattle Redhawks. In the corner, Lopes are going to get another corner kick out of that.
Corner kick, GCU.
Ball sent in. High one in, looking for Moeller. It's headed, and it's off the bar. Didn't get across the line. Assistant referee waving it off. Rasmussen still has it. Becerra's going to get there. No, the referee says it went out of bounds first. Another corner kick, the 3rd of the game, coming for Grand Canyon. That was dangerously close for JP Becerra and this Houston Baptist defense. Rasmussen takes again. It's a line drive in and off the head, but out of play and well high. Hard ball driven in. I think that went off of Andreu's head. Another Cyprus native on this GCU roster. Marios Andreu takes that. Will Clark has it this time. He'll go for Bjornsson. Bjornsson in for the captain, Rasmussen. Rasmussen, nice flick on, but read well by the Huskies. Taken away by the Lopes. Dominating possession early. Lopes want a handball. Referee says no. Good step from Aguas, and here come the Lopes again. This is Eastley with it. Marios Andreu, he's going to take his space. Looking for Bjornsson, not going to get there. That's going to be Houston Baptist able to clear it off. Bjornsson, goal kick. That was good play from Elijah Lee. Got 200 minutes logged on this season, and you can add 7 to that here early on in this one. Becerra plays it short to Elijah Lee. Then it gets to Cochran and will go over all the way across and with the big switch of the field. Coburn couldn't keep it. Andreu has it. Rasmussen plays it in. Becerra tried to hook that one in for Logan. Couldn't get it there. Not enough on it. Becerra read it well. Again, Huskies in the blue, Lopes in the white and the purple combination today. They're going to get a throw on the far sideline. That's going to be Fernandez Alcade, number 20. Moeller and all 6'3" of him trying to get in there with Poblacion, but couldn't win it. That gets over to Reyes. Back for Poblacion. In the middle, this is Cochran. Bjornsson gets it for Logan, for Rasmussen. Aguas in the middle. Here's Andreu. Lopes dominating possession through the first 8.5. Isai Easley, a WAC honorable mention a season ago, earning preseason all WAC honors as well. Big part of that defense in the middle, Isai Easley, the Kona, Hawaii native. The Lopes return all 6 of their honorable mentions from all WAC honorable mentions from a season ago. Back in 2019. Like I mentioned, Isai Easley, Tesouris, the other one, to go along with Rasmussen, as that's taken away by the Lopes. Rasmussen, Barrerio, one of the others, Aguas as well. That's all the way across. This is Alfonso. Cutting back in, looking for Moeller. He got it! Maximilian Moeller. Welcome to Phoenix, young man. Have yourself a day. 9 minutes and 26 seconds into this one. The freshman from Germany gets his first career goal as a Lope, and the Lopes have a 1-0 lead. And it was only a matter of time, Cheyenne, before the Lopes were able to break through and get one into the back of the net. And they've already taken 6 shots almost 10 minutes in, put half of them on goal, and give the assist to Alfonso, who played a great ball in.
Yeah, in the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game, we talked about taking the opportunities. Now, the Lopes have definitely been doing that, as you mentioned, already having those 6 shots, 3 of them being on goal, and just taking that open opportunity, and the Lopes now lead 1-0.
Moeller had that first shot easily saved by Becerra. His second one not so easy, and it wound up in the back of the net, and the Lopes with a 1-0 advantage, looking very good early on after not getting to play against Utah Valley or UTRGV over the last 2 weeks. Andreu sticks his foot in. Now Houston Baptist trying to keep possession, can't do it. They turn it over on that far side. Reyes couldn't control, and the Lopes will take over. Looks like Alfonso and Rasmussen have switched sides on the wings here, so now Alfonso on the near side on your screen as the Lopes attack from right to left. We're going to get a foul. How about a stoppage early on? Referee going to reach into his pocket? He will. There's a yellow card. That's Reyes. Alex Reyes, have yourself a yellow card in your second on the season, just 10 minutes into this. So now the Lopes will go quick, and here's Bjorn, or now the referee needs to write it down, it looks like, just to book him. And the Lopes will not get the advantage of going quickly on this free kick. First foul of the game. Andre is going to go quick now for Aguas on this near side. Looking Alfonso, not going to get there in time. Trying to hold his run, but that pass is errant and out of play. Here's Von Reese to throw. Right for Will Clark. That gets away. But Houston Baptist able to control. Isai Easley trying to play one back in. Moeller. Looks like it got off the head of a Husky defender. Becerra not going to play it. It will be taken out by Houston Baptist. And now here comes HBU. One of the other captains, number 10. Natera gets it taken away. Here's Will Clark. Numbers on this near side, but taken away. Good step from Houston Baptist, now looking to counter. Falling down was Aguilera Cubero, and the Lopes take it back. He was trying to find Farcarlin on that in that middle of the Lopes defense to try and spring him on George Tesouris. But George Tesouris was right there and ready to go, and so was the rest of the Lopes defense as they took it away. Lopes really trying to pick out Moeller in that middle forward spot. Farcarlin now dancing around Andreu and Alfonso of the Lopes and gets it back for Poblacion. Now Houston Baptist, it took about 11 and a half minutes, but have started to settle down and settle into this one. Again, the all-time series lead, GCU has it at a 5-2 mark. And both of Houston Baptist's wins in the series have come here in Phoenix over the last few seasons. Still playing with it in the back now. This is Lee. Farcarlin. Taken away. This is Marco Alfonso with it. He's got Logan trying to pick him out. Couldn't get that ball elevated enough. Hugo Logan had a goal and an assist in his freshman campaign for the Lopes in 12 starts. Played in 13 of the 17 games for GCU in 2019. Saw the Lopes go 4-9-4 overall and 1-7-3 in WAC play. Houston Baptist was able to go 7-11 last year, 5-6, good enough for 7th in the WAC, but they were also able to qualify themselves for the WAC tournament before falling in a heartbreaker 3-2 to the host Air Force in the first round of the WAC tournament. Houston Baptist won 4 of their last 5 a season ago to qualify for WAC play in Colorado Springs. That one's a good one-touch played through. Here comes HBU trying to equalize. Ball played in, back post, headed back down to the spot. That gets away for a moment, and had that one been set up well, you would have seen a shot from outside the box. Trying to get through it. Natera wants a call, not going to get it. Lope's going to look to counter. Almost tested George Tesouris this time, but didn't quite get good enough. Passing away, Alfonso. Bjornsson back for Alfonso. Slide tackled away, but Will Clark runs it down for the Lopes. Marco Alfonso tripped up and then got a cleat to the back of the head. And now we're going to stop it for the head injury. Looks like when he went down, he might have got a cleat or a knee to the back of the head. Marco Alfonso, number 7 for the Lopes, the Johannesburg, South African native, 6'1" in his senior season. He did not play in 2019, coming off that torn ACL. He was out all of last season. Good to see Marco back on the floor, or on the pitch rather, and hoping that he's going to be okay as he does walk off under his own power. They're going to check him out and hopefully get to see him back on the field shortly. He's got 4 goals, 8 assists in his career. Well, give him 9 assists now for his career after that last one to Maximilian Moeller. And you can see him immediately walk back to the midfield stripe and get some direction from the associate head coach, Tim McClements, before he's called back on. Referee calls him back. Marco's back on the field, and we're back underway 15 minutes in with a 1-0 Grand Canyon lead. Lee with it for the Huskies. Going to go over the top, trying to find Von Rees. That's off of a Lope defender last. Believe that's Aguas. 32 on that Lopes defense. And now Houston Baptist University going to get that throw in. It is Von Rees. That's going to be a rocket of a shot that went well high. No problem for George Tesouris to let that one go through and over his head, and he'll set things up with a goal kick. So now with that new rule, the ball doesn't have to clear the box, as you haven't seen either of these goalkeepers yet kick it deep. Now anybody can go play it, as it is touched by a Lope player, so neither team has to let it leave the box this season. New rules in college soccer, same as it is at the pro and international levels. Logan can't get it. Clark gets enough of it, finds Bjornsson. Clark with it. Will Clark, 4 starts last year, 13 games played for him. The Peoria, Arizona sophomore, as that ball's played into the box. Flicked back to the top, nobody home, but it's taken away again by the Lopes. Bouncing around. Eastley applying some pressure. Somebody hit the ground that time. That was Natera, number 10. Alfonso back for Aguas. That's going to go all the way back. Aguas is going to play it with Tesouris following him. George not been tested just yet. Had just 1 save, which is rare for Tesouris. Just 1 save a season, or last year's matchup, I should say. That 4-3 loss. Granted, he did give up 2 of those 4 goals on penalty kicks. So, you know, a little bit tougher of a matchup that time for him. Rasmussen also scored in last year's matchup on a penalty kick, along with Burt Wilton and Cameron Weller, as we mentioned before, had the other 2 goals for Grand Canyon. Is looking to add on to this 1-0 lead 17 minutes in. That's a good ball played in. Andreu's going to get there. Andreu to the top. One-timer. Looked like Alfonso got taken out. Lopes wanted a penalty kick. Referee not having it. You can see Alfonso really wanting it, demonstrably giving his opinion to the referee. And now a foul on Alfonso. That's a frustration foul from Marco. Not surprised. You tend to see that quite a bit. Had a 1-0 victory for the GCU women's team here at home just about 4 hours ago. Now that game ended on a Marlene Schimmer penalty kick, also a German native. So the 2 goals we've seen here at GCU Soccer Stadium have both come on the same side of the field, and both from international players from Germany. That one over top of Moeller. Neither side made a substitution yet. Does look like Jordy Cobo is getting ready to check in for Houston Baptist. So Cobo getting set. He's got 3, or he had 3 goals last season. He's one of 2 top returning scorers. Doesn't have a goal this year yet. Does have 2 assists with 1 shot on goal. He's played a total of 78 minutes in the 2 games that the Huskies have had so far. And a good pace so far from both sides, very back and forth. A lot of midfield play. Lopes have really had the more dominating scoring chances and have capitalized on one of them. As Von Rees plays it and gets it back on the give and go. Alfonso, that goes off of Marco last and out of play. Von Rees has it. He'll tiptoe forward and get the throw. It's going to be a long one to the top corner of the box, just about a few yards away. And Natera looking to turn. He does. Backside. Headed away. Bouncing around. There's a shot. Equalizer. 1-1 is the score. That's 17. That's Bryant Farcarlin. And the Lopes wanted a foul. Not happy is the Lopes defense.
Yeah, you saw immediately after that ball went in, George DeSoris is calling not for a goal, and then a bunch of the Lopes now talking it over with one of the officials.
You can see both captains, Easley and Rasmussen, talking with the official. Alfonso telling him, like, hey, let's go. We'll get it back. So we've had a back-and-forth affair a season ago. Let's have back-and-forth affair here tonight. It's 1-1, 20 minutes in. Couple of fireworks set off already here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. It's cooled off significantly since this afternoon's matchup for the women's team.
Yeah, currently at 67 degrees here tonight. Little windy with those flags flying in. This afternoon had those flags just straight down.
Bjornsson wants a foul, and I don't think Coach McClemens was too happy with that. Or maybe the fourth official's telling him that there was a foul. And that's what blew the whistle. It seems like. So foul on Houston Baptist. So the Lopes get that one. And now pick it up on the far side for Alfonso. And now Alfonso is going to pick up a card from behind, trying to slide tackled out away. And Reyes is saying, where's his yellow card, as Reyes picked one up a second ago. And now he's going to call both number 7s over, Alfonso and Reyes, respectively, the two 7s on the field right now. And that is Marco's final warning. His next one will be a card. You can see the referee wave his arm saying no more after that one. And that one came in from behind, or a little too much from the side. So you can see why there was at least the foul and the warning on Marco Alfonso. Throw in coming, far side, Houston Baptist. Or a quick free kick, excuse me, for the Huskies. Now the Lopes take it back over, and it looks like 27, Ray Gatan. He'll get set to come in. His second season for the Lopes is for Ray Gatan, the transfer from Phoenix College. Big part of that defense in 2019. Rasmussen to Logan, out wide Bjornsson. Trying to find Logan again. It's taken away, but here's Clark. Back for Hugo Logan. Will Clark has it on the wide end on this near side. Clark to send it in. Moeller, front post, corner kick for the Lopes. Trying to get the referee's attention, it looks like, for the substitute. And here comes Ray Gatan, who we'll see who he checks in for. Yeah, Marco Alfonso checking out. He'll take the long walk around instead of jogging off to this sideline. He'll just go off where he was. Make the substitution a little bit quicker. Rasmussen in, headed away. Here's the goal scorer for the Huskies, trying to run it out of play, but he's got white shirts for the Lopes defense all over him. Poke it out of bounds and a throw in coming. Free kick coming for the Huskies. Just outside of the circle on that far side. Waiting for the whistle, he gets it. Lopes want him to take it. Here's the goal scorer for Carlin. Eastley thought that, or excuse me, Bjornsson thought that went off of Farcarlin, but it did not, and Houston Baptist will get a throw in. They'll go quick. Lopes take it away. Here's Logan looking to build from the back now. Turned it over, shot take a deflection, Bjornsson heads it away. Along with Andreu, far side, Reyes. Goal kick coming for Grand Canyon as Alejandro Fernandez Alcade, the transfer from Illinois Central, his first season as a Lope. Started 17 of 19 games for Illinois Central in 2019. Going to be a key addition to that back line for Grand Canyon. Rasmussen trying to find Logan. Now gets back to Bjornsson. Finds the captain, Justin Rasmussen. Logan putting some pressure on Cochran, but Cochran handled it and played it back to his defense. And now here's number 8 for Houston Baptist, Luis Poblacion, and they'll build from the back in the defense. Picked up. Poblacion will cross it all the way to Von Rees. Back for Elijah Lee. Aguilera Serbo has it. His pass is long and well over that end line, and George Tesouris picks it up. He'll get a goal kick and go quick. Here's Isai Eastley with it. And finds Fernandez Alcade. Errant pass from him. As we cross over the 26th minute, we're knotted up at 1 goal apiece here at the GCU Soccer Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona. One of 3 games on the night here taking place as we speak. Men's basketball, baseball, the other 2. That one crossed in, cleared out of play, and a throw-in coming for Houston Baptist and the Husky offense. That took a deflection into the middle off the Lopes, but they gain it back. Here's Rasmussen trying to find Moeller. Logan applies some pressure, can't win it. And it's to Cochran of the Huskies. Rasmussen got his head to it, but couldn't pick out a teammate. Von Rees in the middle off of the foot of a Lope, and I believe that's Ariel Aguas, and Tesouris is there. He'll make the stop and doesn't allow the Huskies to have a goal advantage. So the Lopes held on to their lead for about 9 minutes or so, maybe more like 10, before Houston Baptist was able to equalize here at 1, and that's where we stand. They scored about 7 minutes ago as well in the 20th minute to beat Tesouris, but the Lopes scored first with Maximilian Moeller in the 9th minute. Now on the far side, this is Gatan. Dropping it back. Switched all the way for Ariel Aguas at midfield. He'll take some space. Bjornsson for Rasmussen. For Clark, or Andreu rather. Now Aguas. Logan, Bjornsson. Takes a bump, stays with it. His touch is too strong this time. And now the foul's coming back after advantage was played. You like that if you're the Lopes offense. It's coming from about 32, 33 yards away. Looks like Rasmussen, Logan will stand over top to take, and a three-man wall coming for the Huskies. This is going to take a lot of power to score from this distance. Not impossible. We'll see if they try and pick out Moeller, who's 6'3", one of the taller end players for the Lopes. Rasmussen all the way backside, save. Becerra rebound, score. Lopes back up. Served up beautifully by Rasmussen. Shot initially saved by Becerra. Bounces out, and that's going to be Ray Gatton with his first goal for Grand Canyon. He led the team in assists in 2019 with 5, but give yourself a goal, Ray Gatton. And it's 2-1 Grand Canyon. Took the rebound off of the miss on the great save from Becerra on the initial attempt. No Husky was there to clear. Couple of goals now for the Lopes in the first half hour. They've allowed 1. We stand a 2-1 lead thanks to Ray Gatton. The senior transfer Phoenix College also stands at 6'3", to stand as tall as Maximilian Moeller. At least that's what he's listed at. Big switch and an errant one, but Isai Easley's there.
GCU goal scored at 29 minutes of the first half. Off the rebound, unassisted Lopes goal, scored by Ray Gatton.
And I want to say that's going to be Ray Gatton's first career goal as a Lope as well. We'll check on that. Played back. Lopes looking to add on another one. Moeller drops it off. Clark or Andreu looking for Rasmussen. Cleared away. Throw in coming for the Lopes. Substitute coming on for the Lopes. Looks like 15, Alec Labarge coming in for the Lopes.
And Kyle, you mentioned baseball and basketball going on today for the Lopes, as well as we also have women's basketball was on the road. But you know, you can get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU. From the newest apparels to the coolest accessories, use promo code GameDay20 today only to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's log on and get your gear today.
Lopes applying some pressure, trying to win it back. They do. Shot from distance, well high and wide. That is Ray Gatton's first career goal as a Grand Canyon University Lope. So congratulations, Ray Gatton. And also Maximilian Moeller, both picking up career goals #1 on their careers in the purple and white. Logan trying to run it down. He will, taken out, still no call. Lopes bench wanted it, so did Logan. Rasmussen pleading with the official, trying at least for any explanation. Looked like he got taken down. I believe that was Will Clark in the box who got taken out. That one all the way back to Cerise. We'll leave it at his feet. He'll pick it up and start things for the Lopes. Rolling it in the middle. Marios Andreu. So men's volleyball on the road again at number 1 BYU, taking set number 1, 27-25 after losing on Thursday 3-1. We'll see where they stand here tonight, up 6-3 in set number 2. Don't forget those 2 matches against BYU next week, Thursday night, Saturday afternoon. You can join myself and Diana Johnson on the call. We'll see if BYU is still ranked number 1 after tonight going into next week. But here come the Lopes looking to add on. It's Rasmussen switching it for Bjornsson in the middle. And now back out for Gatsan. He'll drop for Andreu. Can't corral the pass. Able to sneak away with it is Kobo. Here's Von Rees. Dribbling up the near side. Bjornsson slide tackles it out of play. And a throw in coming for the Huskies. Another throw in for Von Rees. Moeller picks it up. He'll go out wide. Rasmussen. Looking for Labarge, but couldn't get it to him. Moeller can't corral the pass. Out for Reyes. And now Houston Baptist content for now to play it in the back as the Lopes take the pressure off for a moment. 35th minute coming up. 2-1. Lopes have the lead taken away. Another slide tackle. That's Fernandez Alcade on the far side. Moeller. Clark, Andreu. Clark. Fernandez Alcade. Here's Rasmussen. Andreu looking for Gatan to keep it in. He does, but it goes out of play. So a throw in, not a goal kick coming. Subs coming on. It looks like Alexis Canales for the Lopes. And for Houston Baptist, it's Niles Kusher. He's played 26 minutes on the season so far. Clark checks out, as that is Alexis Canales, number 5, who checks in. It does find Canales. Rasmussen. Labarge. Canales fighting for it, but Natera takes it away. And Natera gonna get called for the foul. Lopes go quick. Smart play from the Lopes. They find Labarge. He'll drop it back for Fernandez Alcade. Back for Easley. Then for Tesouris. Aguas. Bjornsson. Back for Aguas. Tesouris. Picks out Andreu. Leaves it for Isai Easley. Moeller. For Rasmussen. Trying to run it down. Becerra's got to play it away and get back in his goal quickly. Errant pass out of play. Houston Baptist takes back over. Andreu looking for Labarge, couldn't pick him out. A whistle and a Lope foul. Aguas, Bjornsson near side. Gatan, who has given the Lopes the lead. Andreu out wide. Fernandez Alcade. Rasmussen. Canales back for Rasmussen in the middle. One more time looking for the captain. Couldn't quite pick him out. Trying to sneak through the middle. Moeller steps in. Isai Easley, a strong challenge, taking all the ball that time. Andreu fakes that for Moeller. Bjornsson, Canales, out wide, Gatan. Cutting back and then goes back towards the end line. Using that footwork, trying to go around. Lopes, hard, strong pressure. Tipped away for a second. Taken up by Poblacion and Houston Baptist, and they'll get a chance to settle down for a moment. Perhaps not for very long. Trailing by a goal. We're able to equalize once, looking to do it again. Long ball played in, read by Georg Bjornsson well. Aguas. Rasmussen has it. Going over the top. Looking for Moeller. Is he in? He is. Moeller shot right at the keeper, Becerra. And the freshman couldn't add on. Or excuse me, that's Alec Labarge that got in, not Maximilian Moeller. Labarge, the sophomore, looking for his first career goal, but it was right at J.P. Becerra. That's Moeller applying pressure. Bjornsson pokes it away. Moeller keeps it in. Finds Bjornsson, trying to return it for Maximilian Moeller. Couldn't do it. HBU takes back over. Errant pass. Lopes throwing numbers forward. It's been all purple and white so far. Long ball, well wide. Goal kick coming, Becerra. And a couple of subs. Kissy for the Lopes, number 30. And Vieri Joya, number 14, who's only played 4 minutes. The junior midfielder checks in for Houston Baptist. Calvin Kissy, number 30 for the Lopes, junior forward. He's got 3 goals, 4 assists as a Lope in his 3rd season now in the purple and white, coming over from Ghana. Stands at 6 feet tall even. He's had a couple of big goals as a Lope already. Looking to add on to this lead that's already at 2-1. Whistle and a foul as Labarge was taken out. Alec Labarge hit the ground. Lopes trying to go quick with these free kicks that come just in front of, just behind, or right at midfield. Scored off a set piece already on the rebound, have the Lopes. Aguas. Had a play almost taken out, the 4th official. Lope throw in. 3 minutes remain here in half number 1, and this 2-1 lead for the Lopes. But we have a man down for the Huskies. Referee going to check on him. Elijah Lee was the player down. Lopes go with the throw in short. Tiptoeing on the sideline, able to keep it in, but right at Bjornsson. The captain, Rasmussen, off his right foot. He struck it well, but a little bit too high. And Becerra goes quick. Gatan with it. Ball played in, backside. Gonna roll all the way past everybody. And the Lopes are gonna get it back. 25-17. Bjornsson goes, throws it back. Gatan picks it up in the middle. Trying to stay on the ball are the Lopes. They do. Here's Aguas for the captain, Isai Easley. Kissy's getting held. There's a whistle and a foul near the box. A whistle. See if we get a card. We will. Believe that's going to be on number 5, Diego Aguilera Cubero. We will see when we get that official. 4-man wall. Rasmussen with that powerful left foot. He is a lefty. He's going to strike it just inside that penalty arc. So 20, 21 yards away, and I stand corrected. Elijah Lee is the man that picked up the yellow card. So the second of the half for Houston Baptist, the other going to Alex Reyes. So it looks like Rasmussen, Aguas are there. We'll see which one takes. It is Rasmussen. Underneath the wall, tried to go through, didn't get it. Bjornsson. High goal kick. With 70 seconds remaining on the clock. Trying to get Zach Nicolou in the game, and they do. Clock's ticking, but the referee has stopped it for a moment. 49 seconds remain here in half number 1. Kissy's header looking for Rasmussen goes out of play. Huskies take over. Easley for Ariel Aguas. Bjornsson back for Isai Easley. He's got to be careful, and he'll just boot it downfield. Here comes Rasmussen. Back to the middle. Trying to stay with it. Foul. That will end the half. It is the Grand Canyon University Lopes 2, the Houston Baptist Huskies 1, in a very exciting first 45 minutes of play will hopefully lead to a second 45 minutes of play that is just as equally, if not more, exciting here in the heart of the valley in Phoenix, Arizona. in the GCU Soccer Stadium. A 2-1 Lope lead over the Huskies. We'll be right back after this.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain, you know, with the sauce. The sauce, it gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... Whew, it's almost too hard to put into words. Good thing there's... Yeah. Good thing there's the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Take $9,000 off all new F-150 Super Crew trucks. Purchase new Escapes for only $23,900 or new Ranger trucks for only $27,900.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
Once you've been to hell and back, there's not much left to fear. When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for me. Have you ever wondered who Waldo's hiding from? Me. Not even the Cougars of LA are enough to scare me. But if I get into an accident, I'm calling the boss, Sweet James. If you've been hurt, don't back down. Call Sweet James.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Back at the GCU Soccer Stadium with a 2-1 Grand Canyon lead. A very good first half that was dominated by the Lopes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Commonwealth Insurance halftime stats.
Yeah, so as we see, GCU got those 2 goals. The Huskies, the 1. 15 total shots to the Huskies, 3. With the Lopes having 6 shots on goal to the 1 for Houston Baptist. Then the 4 saves, none coming for the Lopes and 4 for the Huskies. The 1 offsides call and then 6 fouls for the Huskies and 7 for the Lopes. So as we've seen a physical game so far tonight, seen a couple of yellow cards coming from the Huskies and the Lopes just being able to capitalize. The first goal coming off of that nice save by the Huskies goalie, and then just great footwork and speed coming from the Lopes to get that second one.
It was a beautiful 2 goals for the Lopes. The first by Maximilian Moeller on a great ball played to the back post by Marco Alfonso, the senior to freshman connection on that one. And then it was Rasmussen serving up a ball that was on a free kick from about just in front of midfield. That ended up getting a strong header away for the Lopes, but it was saved by Becerra. And then Gatan happened to get the rebound right to his feet, and he did well to strike it and put it home. Talked about those 15 first half shots for the Lopes, just 3 on the game for Houston Baptist. However, their 1 that has been on goal of those 3 shots has ended up in the back of the net. The Lopes have put 6 on goal and have capitalized on 2 of them, and that is where we stand. A 2-1 lead here at the GCU Soccer Stadium for the Lopes of Grand Canyon over the Huskies of Houston Baptist. Lopes looking to start off their season 1-0. 1-0 in WAC play Houston Baptist looking to get their first win on their season and their first win in Western Athletic Conference play, as they are 0-1-1 and 0-1 in Western Athletic Conference play so far here this season. When we come back here at GCU TV, we'll take a look at the Shellis Heineman Hall of Fame induction and talk about the Hall of Fame head coach.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the fastest growing universities in the country. Located in Phoenix, Arizona, GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs. In 2020, campus students received over $157 million in scholarships, and many attended for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see what scholarships you qualify for. Find your purpose at GCU.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt, the all-time favorite, with 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Good thing she's your other all-time favorite. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin'.
Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
At Tire Pros, we know your time is valuable.
And spending time with family and friends is what really matters.
Our customers are the core of our business.
That's why we make buying tires and auto service hassle-free.
Our certified technicians will keep your car running smoothly.
So you can spend your time the way that you want.
Find a convenient location near you at TireProsOfArizona.com.
Hassle-free guaranteed.
About time you washed it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Welcome back. 2-1 Lope lead over the Houston Baptist Huskies, who are visiting. Probably a nice weather change for the Huskies here this weekend. Glad that they were able to get into Phoenix and leave Houston so this game could happen. So very fortunate that that was able to take place this week. And like we mentioned before the break, let's go ahead and take a look at the tribute video for head coach Shellis Heineman as he talks about his Hall of Fame induction after his retirement announcement at the beginning of this season. He'll be retiring at the end of the 21 spring campaign. So without further ado, the head coach himself, Shellis Heineman.
Who would ever thought that Shellis Heineman would be a successful soccer coach? Who would ever thought that Shellis Heineman would be inducted into the United Soccer Coaches Hall of Fame? I never did. Not something I ever thought about. And this journey for me has just been a journey of passion. And I've been so very blessed and fortunate to find a success and to meet so many good people in my lifetime. Yeah, I was born in Macau, China. And my family had lived there for centuries. And it's a Portuguese colony. When we came to the United States, I was in Dayton, Ohio, and I went to high school in Vandalia, Butler. My earlier days in Vandalia, when I was in high school, English wasn't my first language, and my coaches there really influenced me, being a hard worker, you know, giving my best, and just some of the qualities that I use today as a coach. You know, when I was growing up, I lost my father at a young age, so those coaches were great influences on me. The first ones were my high school coaches, and I wanted to be just like them. I think that's probably a normal thing for for people to think. You see the job they were doing, you saw the effect they were having on young people, and I hope to have done that as well. Yeah, I played professionally in Cincinnati Comets, and then I went to Brazil to be more involved in the game of soccer. I did coaching courses. I did what they call an estágio. An estágio was, they assigned me to a professional team, São Paulo Futebol Clube, and I was with them for a year and a half. Came back for vacation. It was really interesting. When I came back from vacation, my college coach, Fritz Teller, said to me, if you'll just stick around, I'm going to retire in a year, and you could potentially be the next coach. And we decided to do that. It was probably one of the best decisions I ever made, because I started coaching when I was 27 years of age at my alma mater. And those were great days for me and great start for me in my coaching career. When I think about my past, I have to go back to my childhood, being raised in Macau, China, and the word that was used was gai lo. Gai lo is a Chinese word meaning you're a foreigner. So I never really fit in Macau. Even though it was a Portuguese colony, it was a lot of Chinese. And coming to the United States, not having the language and not really having any direction at all, I felt very fortunate to be associated with some good people that gave me some direction. It's humbling. It's humbling because no one goes into an association or a coaching background with an idea that I'm going to be successful. You hope you will be. You can only put in the work. And then the end results are the end results. But it's not just the wins and losses. It's what you really feel like you're doing for the game. And I hope I've been a good role model, and I hope I helped the game of soccer.
That was the head coach, Schellas Hyndman, with 503 career victories in his 36 seasons as a head coach. This is year number 37 for him. He will be retiring at the end of this 21 spring campaign. It's his 6th year at Grand Canyon, and he's only ever had 4 losing seasons as a head coach, and his teams have qualified for 31 of 34 NCAA tournaments in which his teams have been eligible to compete in, and he's looking to get his Lopes back to one more and possibly a deep run before his career comes to an end. Congratulations, Coach, on a well-deserved coaching career, and we hope that the 503 wins goes to 504 tonight, and we'll keep counting. So without further ado, now the GCU upcoming schedule.
So we have baseball playing their last game against Missouri tomorrow at 12 p.m. And then women's volleyball will play UTRGV Monday at 7. And women's soccer will play Utah Valley on Tuesday at 3 p.m.
That should say women's volleyball Tuesday at 3 against UTRGV. But, so UTRGV will play 2 against the GCU women's volleyball team here at the GCU Arena Monday and Tuesday evening and afternoon, respectively. Cheyenne, you talked about baseball. They are playing right now across the way at the baseball stadium, down 7-5 in the middle of the 7th, along with some basketball games and many other things taking place here at GCU and on the road. And with just about 2 minutes left, we'll take one final break and come back for second half action between the Huskies and the Lopes.
Is it possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Take $9,000 off all new F-150 Super Crew trucks. Purchase new Escapes for only $23,900 or new Ranger trucks for only $27,900.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
Play outside. Play inside. Play in style all summer long. Talking Stick Resort's summer playcation starting at $99 a night with discounts on cabanas and dining. Also, take advantage of great deals at Topgolf, Talking Stick Resort Golf Club, iFly, Octane Raceway, Medieval Times, and much more. Summer playcation at Talking Stick Resort. Play in style.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
Just about ready for the second 45 minutes of action inside the GCU Soccer Stadium. It is a 2-1 good guy lead. Grand Canyon over Houston Baptist right now as it stands. Lopes looking for win number 1 on their season, looking to start off on the right foot. Houston Baptist also looking for win number 1 on their season, but they've also played 2 games prior to this matchup. Their loss came against the preseason favorite Seattle University 3-0. They're currently 1-1 in WAC play entering the weekend, sitting in 4th place. And entering the day, it was UTRGV Incarnate Word and Air Force, all sitting at 1-0 in WAC play, tied for the top. Tied at the top of the WAC standings, and of course Lopes' first game, so they're somewhere at the bottom at the moment. So Bjornsson will play that back for George Tesouris. And this will be Kissy finding Fernandez Alcade. Collision, and we'll get a foul. Alfonso collides with Latorre, and the Lopes will get a chance here 40 seconds in to take a 2-goal advantage on this free kick. We'll see if they can serve one up into a favorable position. It looks like it'll be the left foot of Marco Alfonso to take. Lopes have about 6 players in or around the 18-yard box. Serving it up, Alfonso, back post, headed down by the Huskies defense, right into the hands of J.P. Becerra, and could have turned dangerous had that header not been right on the money. So that one travels all the way back for Easley, then for Tesouris, and he'll start the offense again for the Lopes. Tesouris for Isai Easley. He'll bring it up with some space in front of him. He'll get rid of it. Fernandez Alcade settles it down. We'll get things going. Andreu for Aguas. Andreu trying to settle it down. He'll get whistled for the foul. The 8th team foul on Grand Canyon here in this match. Looking to find Kissy. Can't do it. Becerra calls for it. He'll get it. And he'll be chased by Moeller. Or Labarge, excuse me. Aguas in the middle. Canale. So this is the team for the Lopes that ended half number 1. They'll come out to start half number 2. Esai Easley with it. He'll bring it up. Looking to get things going. Fernandez Alcade. Drops it back for Labarge. Finds Alfonso. They'll swing it around. Aguas with it. Bjornsson. Gatan. Andreu makes a turn. He'll receive it back now. Bjornsson pokes it away. Canales picks it up. Looking to get things moving. Fernandez Alcade. Turns it over. Looking to fight to win it back. Cannot, but Esai Easley will. Now finds its way back to Sue Reese's feet. We're going to whistle this time. And quickly back into play are the Huskies. Trying to float it over the top. Can't connect, but it finds some feet. Taken away. Canales. Alfonso. Alfonso with it. Almost overran it. Finds Canales for Andreu. Switched out past Gatan. Huskies throw in. Substitution coming. Alex Reyes. Marshall transfer. Houston, Texas native. He'll get ready to step back in. He does have a yellow card on the game, so he'll have to be careful.
Number 7, Alex Reyes returns to the Huskies lineup, replacing number 20, Nils Kuchler.
Niles Kusher checks out for Reyes. Another foul on the Lopes. Knocked out of bounds by Labarge. Huskies throw in. Reyes is going to take. Easley out of play and another throw in coming. It's about the same spot for Houston Baptist. So with enough time coming off the clock, referee will stop the clock until this throw-in enters, and they're going to take a few steps back. Looks like it's going to be a long one. Into the box, headed away by Grand Canyon. Picked back up, however, by the Huskies to play it in. Penalty spot, headed away. Alfonso, he'll stop. Find Esai Easley's feet. And now it'll find its way back to Alfonso, but over his head out of play. Throw in for Fernandez Alcade. Alejandro Fernandez Alcade with it now. Gets it away, finds Andreu to Alfonso, and then it finds its way back for Fernandez Alcade. Easley steps up, he'll take it. Alfonso trying to find his way through. Takes a shove and hits the dirt. And out come the Huskies. In the middle, Reyes. Hernandez Alque took a good step but turned it over. Kissy forces the Husky turnover. Labarge took another hit, draws another foul at midfield for the Lopes. Easley with it. He'll step up, finds Alfonso. Alfonso wants a rip on the ground, and it goes well wide. Here comes Moeller back in to the game on the goal kick.
Number 33, Maximilian Moeller returns to the GCU lineup, replacing number 30,
Kissy out, Moeller in. About 9 minutes in the half, number 2 now. Finds Labarge. Cutting in, he's taken out. No whistle. That's a surprising one, but taken away by Moeller. Alfonso. There's a good shot, but it's takes a deflection and rolls out of play. Another corner coming for the Lopes. Going to be their 5th of this ball game.
Yeah, Kyle, you said how surprising that was that there was no foul on the Husky player that was there. Even put his hands up, assuming that he was getting the foul, and then quickly put them back down as he realized nothing was being called by the refs and got back into the play of the game.
Marco will take the corner kick, directing some traffic before he does. Hands up. And so is the ball into the middle. Keeps bouncing around. It'll eventually find some feet, and the Lopes still have it. Trying to get it in. Houston Baptist takes over. GCU men's basketball up 48-41 after a three-point bomb from Javon Blackshear Jr. Looking to sweep California Baptist, stay perfect in WAC play, and go 8-0 and push the win streak to 10. That would put him at 14-3 on the season. There's a long ball for Gatan. He's going to stop. Taken away by HBU. Dylan Etter, who's played 5 minutes on the season, looks like he's going to get ready to check back in for Houston Baptist. Got to play, GCU throw. So, also I saw Bryant Fakarlin, who's the goal scorer, 17. He'll get ready to check back in. It's his first goal on the season. That's tied the game at 1 apiece before the Lopes were able to take a 1-goal advantage. Bjornsson. Alfonso shoved to the ground again. No call. That's going to draw a whistle. Foul on Canales. Lopes applying pressure high up the field. Labarge lays it off. Andreu. taken away. Houston Baptist trying to get this game tied again. Cutting into the middle. There's a shot. Tesouris lets that one go wide.
Number 15, Dylan Eder, into the Houston Baptist lineup, replacing number 14, Thierry Joya. And number 17, Brian Farquharson, returns to the Huskies lineup, replacing number 25, Zach Nicola.
George gets set to take the goal kick. He will. Finds Bjornsson's feet. Bjornsson keeps possession as it's taken out, and instead of advantage, we're going to get a whistle. Bjornsson wants a piece that time of Jordy Kobo. Unhappy with it. Here comes the card on Jordy Kobo. Not surprised by that card. Well done from the official to step in and not let that escalate any higher than it did. Yeah, substitution will be Nick Coburn, 23. He'll come on for Kobo, who just picked up the card. Kobo, who had one of the assists in the matchup between these two sides in 2019, picking up that yellow card. Alfonso, Bjornsson. Bjornsson in on the ground, can't find anybody but a blue jersey, and Houston Baptist takes back over. Moeller applying pressure. Here's Alfonso, lays it off, trying to get it back. Canales can't find him. Fernandez Alcade. Finds Gaetan, makes a move, makes another one. Poked away, Lopes still have it, it's Andreu. Chips that one in. Fernandez Alcade. Trying to turn a corner. Can't do it. Taken away by the blue jerseys of Houston Baptist, but it's out of play. Much to the dismay of Bryant Farquharson. Throw in for the Lopes as head coach for the Huskies, Ryan Pratt, hands that one off to Fernandez Alcade. 17-29-3 as the head coach of Houston Baptist is Ryan Pratt. 124, 103, and 19 in his career. It's his fourth year at the helm for the Huskies. Fernandez Alcade drops it. Moeller's going to throw it in, so a different look here on the long throw. That is a long throw. Just about halfway to in the middle of that 6-yard area. Foul on Easley. Rasmussen getting ready to check back in, along with a Houston Baptist sub. And another foul, this one coming on Alessandro Fernandez Alcade, excuse me. Brian Farquharson hit the dirt hard, still down, holding his ankle. And now here comes the stop, and it looks like we might get the trainers on here as he's up to his knees, up to his feet now. walking it off. Looks to be A-OK.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the ground hard, so thankful for him to be getting up under his own volition and walking off and being back in this game, Kyle.
Free kick coming for the Huskies. Reese skies up top for that one, and he'll pull it down and get things going for the Lopes. Lets that one find feet. And now back for Canales. Coming out wide for Hernandez Alcade. Gatan. All the way back. Isai Easley. That ends up finding Alfonso with a fancy touch. Alfonso. Gonna cut to his right foot. Corner kick coming. That's gonna bring in the subs. Here comes Justin Rasmussen. He'll come in for Ray Gatan, the goal scorer that gave the Lopes the lead, and if it stands, the game winner. At the moment, it is the go-ahead goal.
Cal, this is the 6th corner kick for the Lopes compared to the Huskies' 0. So we see the Lopes being able, got that first goal off of the rebound of the free kick. So Lopes being able to capitalize on these free opportunities.
Ball played in, headed away. Able to clear, but that one off the foot of Ariel Aguas is well wide, well out of play. Goal kick coming. Throw in coming for the Huskies. Far sideline, just in front of midfield, taking that throw where the Havocs would normally be standing. But they have to be in the stands in front of us behind the benches this year. So that the way they're far enough away from the field due to the protocols that have come with this season, as Will Clark will get set to check in for the Lopes on their next dead ball possession when the referee allows at his discretion. Played in and headed out by the Lopes all the way back to midfield. Almost a nasty collision. Just onside. In comes the Husky. Save to Suris. Rebound attempt is cleared. Stand tall, George Tesouris, for your first save of the evening and of the season. But it looks like we got an injured Lope. It's Isai Easley, the captain, who's down. Trainers are jogging out. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll hope Isai Easley's able to return to this one. Started 15-17 in 2019. All WAC honorable mention in that campaign. And he was selected as an all WAC preseason honoree as well coming in to the spring of 21. The junior out of Kona, Hawaii. He stands 6 feet tall, and he's up under his own power now, which is a great sign for the Lopes. He'll be checked at, or looked at rather, behind the goal, and we'll see if he's able to return or if they'll have to make a substitution. They do have Will Clark ready to come back in. It looks like Hugo Logan's getting set as well, so a couple more starters returning in a few moments for the Lopes. So Easley will walk to the sideline. Looks like they're calling for a sub. See who gets up and in. Clark's able to come in as well. Labarge checks out as well. Pedro Mondragon will check in for GCU, make his first appearance, sophomore from Gilbert, Arizona. You see Isai Easley there, your screen, getting ready to check back in a moment. He'll go to midfield, and now they won't allow Will Clark on. They're going to have to bring back Alec Labarge because Clark was not the substitute for the injured Lope. He'll have to check out for a second, but I'm sure he'll be back in a matter of moments with Isai Easley. 5 minutes left in that Grand Canyon men's basketball game. 55-53. Lopes still have the lead. And they have the lead in this one as well. Here come the Lopes. Fernandez Alcade finds Alfonso. Chips it up, looking for Maximilian Moeller. Got a shot and the rebound goes wide. Moeller looking to add on to his totals and get goal number 2 to put the Lopes up by 2, but it just trickles wide of the post.
The other Lopes game that's going on, Kyle, of course, baseball right across the way from us, just scored a home run from Juan Collado, So now the Lopes are only down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th with no outs. So the Lopes looking to stay perfect against the Tigers of Missouri.
A win here tonight in Game 2 of the doubleheader would give the Lopes that series win regardless of what happens tomorrow. You know Coach Stankiewicz wants that 4-game sweep. And a big 4-game sweep it would be, but a home run from Juan Collado, I'm not sure anybody's surprised. Preseason Player of the Year in the Western Athletic Conference was Juan Collado coming in to this weekend. Back to our game. There's a foul on Easley, who just re-entered, and a stoppage and a card coming out of the referee's pocket. He knows it, nods his head. So just checking back into the game was Isai and picks up a yellow card. One of those 2 captains like we talked about before as Hugo Logan walks to the midfield stripe. He'll get set to enter this one as soon as the Lopes pick up a dead ball, throw in, goal kick, or corner kick. Played long and out of bounds. 66th minute of play, still a 2-1 Grand Canyon lead. Here comes Logan.
Also, as we mentioned, men's volleyball playing the #1 BYU Cougars. Currently tied at 1 set each. Lopes are up 19-16 in set number 3.
So Alexis Canales checks out for Hugo Logan. Remember those volleyball games against BYU next week, Thursday, Saturday night and afternoon, respectively. It's just the start of a ton of action that's taken place on campus in this spring semester. As the Lopes take over the throw.
Yeah, definitely a unique semester, to say the least, Kyle. All 8 major sports going on at one time. So GCU TV will always be busy, but we'll also always have the action for you.
Softball returns next weekend after 4 games in San Diego, currently taking on the University of San Diego right now, or they at least were a little bit earlier. Thrown in, Lopes have it. Looking to add on to the 2-1 advantage. Becerra wanted that one, but it's taken by his defense. Big hold, Marios Andreu. Here comes another card. That's going to be on Marios. Marios Andreu picks up his first card of the season. Second for the Lopes. So after this one, next weekend, Lopes will travel to San Jose State. Last year was here at the GCU Soccer Stadium, and the Lopes came away with a draw, 2-2 double overtime after Hugo Logan put him ahead 2-1 in the 80th minute. But here comes off the post, rebound off the crossbar. Third try high. Oh my goodness. Houston Baptist with 3 cracks at it. Couldn't find anything but the post and the crossbar. And George Tesouris takes his time getting to that one. And a goal kick coming for Grand Canyon. Again, Lopes at San Jose State next week. That draw, Hugo Logan put him up with about 5 minutes to play. And then a penalty kick 2 minutes later tied the game for San Jose State. It will also be, or those two teams also met in the 2018 WAC title game that saw the Lopes come away with a 1-0 victory in their first tournament berth. And now a foul. And I expect possibly another card at this point. Maybe not. Referee hasn't stopped the clock just yet. That's going to be on Poblacion, captain of the Houston Baptist Huskies. No card coming out for that challenge. Already 5 yellow cards. 3 for Houston Baptist, 2 for Grand Canyon. Logan Rasmussen stand over it. Headed, but Becerra's there easily to gather. They'll start things for his Huskies as we eclipsed just 20 minutes left to play in this 90 minutes, or this 90 minutes of contest here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Looking to switch fields and add a play. Houston Baptist looking to tie. Lopes looking to add on to their lead. Both sides looking for win number 1. The only difference is this is game number 1 of the Lopes 21 spring campaign. Here comes Houston Baptist. In the middle, headed away. And now cleared away and up. Rasmussen trying to settle it down. Logan can't get there, but that pass out of play. They're going to take back over on the throw.
And Kyle, you mentioned softball currently away. They're playing USD, the Toros. They are in the bottom of the 5th. There are no runs scored for either team, so the Lopes have 2 hits over the Toros 1. So a lot of Lopes action going. In this doubleheader against the Toros.
Trying to run it down, foot race corner, going to be a goal kick. Ball out of play. Lopes going to take back over. 73rd minute of play. Now Moeller will go down. Pops right back up, possibly just fixing his cleat, looked like there. Rasmussen. Lopes trying to build. Pass too soft for Alfonso. Houston Baptist, here they come. Can't find one through. Ton of space now. Here's Alfonso with it. Finds Bjornsson. Back for Alfonso. Long cross backside. Still in play for a moment. And that ball is going to stay in play. Trying to pin him deep. They do not force a turnover. Lopes pick it up. Easley. Clark tripped up. Rasmussen will go quick. Here come the Lopes. Trying to tack on one more. Rasmussen. Moeller back for Rasmussen. Rasmussen off the hands. Corner kick coming. Tried to slot it through short side. Alexis Canales get ready to check back in. Clark checks out. Alexis Canales back in. Played in. Headed over the top of the crossbar. Out of play. Men's volleyball just took a two-set to one advantage over the best team in the country, BYU, going to set number 4, looking to close them out. They were closed out in 4 on Thursday night. Looking for one of the best wins in program history over the nation's top team at the moment. That ball's going to be switched over the head and can't come down with it. Lopes defense all over that. Back to DeSouris. Here come the Lopes. Putting some more pressure on Logan, trying to find feet, can't do it. Andreu, back for Moeller. Lopes basketball down by 3, 7.2 seconds to go. Alessandro Lever just got fouled from beyond the three-point arc. He can tie it with all 3 free throws. California Baptist looking to hang on. That's the cardinal sin in basketball, fouling a three-point shooter, and it's even doubly worse when it comes in the final 10 seconds with your team up 3. Lopes soccer here up by 1, 13 minutes to go. Both sides have had a couple of chances. Neither side has found a goal here in half number 2. Haven't had a goal since the 27th minute. Perhaps could change here. Alfonso. Rasmussen for Bjornsson. Rasmussen gets it back. Corner kick for the Lopes.
Corner kick. GCU.
I'm going to try to pay attention, but it sucks to on late score. Corner kick played in, through everybody, and now cleared away for the moment. Back in, Rasmussen on sides, he is. Shot, high and wide, out of play.
Number 11, Jordy Cobo returns to the Huskies lineup for number 25.
Cobo checks back in for Houston Baptist. About 10 minutes left here in Phoenix. 2-1 Lope lead still. Ball played in. Becerra's there. 10 minutes remain. Both sides still searching for win number 1 on the season. Momentum could be at stake here with a loss for either side. Here comes Houston Baptist, taken away again by the Lopes. 2-point California Baptist lead at the arena. Alessandro Lever has hit 1 of 2 so far. Coach Drew just called a timeout, and Lever steps up for free throw number 3. Ball played for Alfonso. Lever sinks the 3rd free throw. Lopes now down 1, 7.2. Alfonso's going to get called for the foul. So California Baptist is going to take the long walk down to the opposite free throw line. So that's a battle for the ball between Canales and about 2 or 3 Huskies, but ends up coming out of it with a throw-in for HBU and a substitution coming on. Andres Rojas, 19, checks in, only played 5 minutes on the season.
It's also middle of the 9th for baseball. The Tigers were able to score 1 more run in the top of the 9th, so it's now a 9-7 game with the Lopes coming up to bat, looking to get at least 3 to take the game.
Illegal throw-in on Houston Baptist. You don't see that very often at this level, but when you do, it tends to be extremely obvious. Assistant referee all over that. Alessandro Fernandez Alcade fighting for it. No whistle. Moeller comes out of the pile. Logan taken out in a free kick right in the middle of the field. About halfway between the 18-yard box and the midfield line. Seven minutes remain. All the way back for Tesouris. Houston Baptist going to start throwing numbers forward. They want a handball. They're going to get it. So perhaps a dangerous play now for the Lopes. It's going to come just outside of the box. Tesouris has got to be on his mark here. About 19, maybe 20 yards away from goal for the Huskies, which would be an equalizer with 7 minutes remaining. Poblacion stands over it. Sophomore midfielder to tie the game. If he wants it, he goes short side.
Oh.
And it goes wide of Tesouris, or excuse me, that was technically far side of the kick, but normally you see the goalkeeper give half the net, and he tried to take over the half that Tesouris was already standing at, so Tesouris had to react, and he did, but the shot was wide. Labarge offside. About three Lopes trying to run in behind, and now a shove. Nothing's going to come of it. Houston Baptist trying to go quick. Plays one long. Over the head of Bjornsson. Into the corner. Cross out of play. Goal kick. So goal kick coming. Isai Easley back in. We're going to close this one out on the defensive end. You can't miss that one, Oscar. Header, here comes Labarge. Labarge plays one, nobody home, looking for the drop pass. Houston Baptist starting to throw everything forward. 4 minutes left, 2-1 Grand Canyon lead. All three goals have come in half number one. Nothing yet here in this second 45 minutes. Becerra lets it come to him, and he'll play it out wide. Midfield looking to go long. So Tsuris will have to back it up, and he'll start things with 2.5 minutes left. Lopes looking to hang on. I think Houston Baptist wanted the clock to stop. Coach Pratt puts his hands up, asking the referee why not. Referee shaking his head. Lopes can close out or add on. We'll see what they decide to do. Long throw in. Not going to get over the top, but it does get out of play. So Andreu will give it back for Alessandro Fernandez Alcade. And that one will be thrown towards the corner. And I expect the Lopes to hold it there. They will. Double team coming. Oh, and it's taken away. Done very well from Houston Baptist on the defensive side. Now looking to use some speed. Lopes defense uses some speed as well to win it back. Canales back for Aguas. Back for Tsuris. Plays it long. Over top of everybody. Back to Becerra. Offside flag was up, so we'll get a stoppage. Lopes are going to get it back. 60 seconds remain on the clock. Lopes just got to hold on for that much longer. Lopes looking for the win to start the season as Rasmussen comes in. Foul. Goal! Justin Rasmussen on the advantage. Slots it home, and there's the dagger. 3-1 with 40 seconds remaining. The captain leading from the front. And we've got some controversy on the near side. The assistant waving off some Baptist defenders and the coach. Becerra wants an explanation. The referee had his flag up for a foul, and I would assume it was trying to be called on Houston Baptist. And that's going to be a disallowed goal. So the foul was on Rasmussen. The goal won't count. Rasmussen looking for the explanation. So it's still a 1-goal lead. Now Coach McClements was going to want to talk about it. He's going to get an explanation from the official. They're going to say, I think Rasmussen's arm extended or there was an elbow. Something to that effect from the body language of the official. So no goal. Lopes have taken 22 shots in this one. Put 8 on goal. So with 40 seconds, Houston Baptist has to send everybody forward, but they also have to keep possession. They'll get a header. Here's Rasmussen. Makes a move. This one's played in. Tried to be fancy with the scissor kick. 15 seconds. Becerra looking for a ball. He's got to go quick. He'll move it. 10 seconds remaining. I'm not sure there's enough time. To midfield, 5 seconds. 3 seconds. They'll have to go. Shot's going to be on the ground. No challenge for George. And it's a 2-1 opening night WAC victory for the Lopes. 2-1. Thank you to Ray Gatsan, who put the Lopes ahead way back in the first half before the half-hour mark. And it's a opening night victory. GCU sends Houston Baptist back home, still winless. And everybody can take a slight breath, Cheyenne, as that was a pretty exhilarating final minute and a half of this one, but a great game played by both sides. And take a look at that Commonwealth game summary brought to you by Commonwealth Insurance.
Yeah, so you see, of course, the Lopes getting the victory with those 2 goals. 22 total shots for the Lopes with only 9 for the Huskies. 8 shots on goals to the 2, 1 to 6 saves. So Lopes had a lot more advantages, obviously, against the goal, allowing the Huskies to have 6 saves, and then 3 offsides for the Lopes, none for the Huskies, and 17 and 13 fouls respectively for each team. As we saw, a very physical game. Saw a few yellow cards coming out, and so we saw that foul that took that goal away right there at the end for the Lopes.
Now, with that, you see the 30 fouls between the two teams and some good sportsmanship as still showing respect for one another and the referees as they walk off to their respective sidelines after a hard-fought victory. And now the Copper State player of the game, I think you guessed it, it's number 27, the senior, Ray Gatan, with a 1 goal, 2 shots. He put them both on net, and you can credit him with the game winner way back in the 29th minute. It was a 9th minute goal from Maximilian Moeller off the assist by Alfonso and Rasmussen. And then it was in the 16th minute a Houston Baptist goal from Bryant Farcarlin off the assist from Reyes, and then unassisted Ray Gatan off the rebound in the 29th minute. So 2 goals for the Lopes, 20 minutes apart, and that is where this one finishes. A 2-1 Grand Canyon win. Houston Baptist falls 2-1 on the season, 0-2 in Western Athletic Conference action. Your Lopes move to 1-0 on the season and 1-0 in Western Athletic Conference play. Don't forget to download the Lope Nation app so you can catch all of the live streams right from your mobile device, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Our next men's soccer home game will be March the 6th at 7 p.m. when they will take on the United States Air Force Academy Falcons right here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. For everybody here, our wonderful crew at GCU TV, for Cheyenne Rose, I'm Kyle Borg saying have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your weekend, and as always, go Lopes.